recording as of now. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our orientation meeting for what Yuba College calls Counseling 25. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through a little PowerPoint and kind of talk about what does it mean to be articulating. Miss Taylor's class and I think Miss Lander's class are doing what's called dual enrollment, which is a little bit different than what we're doing. But I'm going to talk to you about how this works and what is going to be required of you to apply for that college credit for this class. So I'm going to share my screen with you for a little bit here. And I am recording this so that people can watch it in a little bit. I'm going to go through these slides, but I'm not going to go into full presentation mode. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them into the chat box, and I'll come as I notice them, or I'll come back and read them, and we can address those in a little bit. So let's see. So this is what's going to need to happen. This is kind of the whole process, what Yuba College is expecting of us to show that you've done the work for what they call Counseling 25. Now you do need to know that you've got to meet all the objectives for the Counseling 25 class at the same level of quality that's expected of Yuba College students. And right now, if you are not currently receiving an A or a B in your class, then your work will probably not qualify for the articulation credits. One of the reasons for this is if you're at a C or a D, you are passing, technically, you're passing the class for high school, but that grade is going to end up on your college transcript. And we are trying to really protect you from having what could be considered a low grade on your college transcript. So unless you're getting an A or B right now in your Pirate Focus class, then what you submit will probably not qualify for the articulation credits. But if you've got an A or a B in your Pirate Focus class right now, and you continue to do the work that's assigned to you as we're going along, you're going to have no problem applying for and getting approved for those college credits for the class. So when we look up Yuba College's Counseling 25 class, there's a number of different objectives that they have. I'm not going to go through and read this to you word for word, but if you want to go back and watch the video later and read through this, this is what I've done. I've taken the let's see, is my mouse working? I've taken the objectives that Yuba College has, and I've showed you exactly in your text and in your My Tenure Plan where you've met those objectives. Okay, so this is what Yuba College is looking for, and the yellow text is the chapter in which we met those objectives. So just going to make sure that's up there for a few minutes, for just a few seconds, so you can pause it when you go back to the video if you want to. There are three main things that need to happen in your packet for articulation. Now, there's going to be some paperwork that Yuba College is going to get to us this week. And if you are in the Google Classroom for the Counseling 25 class, we will pass that paperwork out to you through Google Classroom. You may have to find a way to print it out, fill it out, and sign it, and then maybe take a picture of it and send it back. We'll figure out when that paperwork comes to me, I'll figure out what's the best way to get you to fill that out and return it back to us. But along with that paperwork, there's three things that you're going to need. We're going to need to print out a PDF of your tenure plan summary. And we're going to have a whole video to walk you through that. You're going to complete your professional portfolio documents that we're working on right now. And then you're going to go through an interview with one of the other Pirate Focus teachers. And we're going to do it pretending that it's an actual job interview. It's called a mock interview. And you're going to get a score sheet. You're also going to get a reflection form that you'll be filling out. I'm going to go into each of these things in a little more detail. So your My 10-Year Plan summary. You've got to complete all 12 chapters in My 10-Year Plan. Everything needs to be in complete sentences. You need to go back and check proper spelling and grammar. And there's already videos of chapters 1 through 10. We'll be completing chapter 11 in My 10-Year Plan probably next week. And then the following week, we'll walk you through chapter 12 of My 10-Year Plan. Then we'll create a video that will show you how to create that PDF and submit it. So again, we're going to walk you through every step of it, but it's got to be done at top quality. Okay, your professional portfolio. If you've been following along with the lessons that we've been pushing out to you, you should have a resume done. You should have a cover letter. I believe this week you're working on your thank you letter and your letter of resignation. And then we'll also be talking to you about how to get letters of recommendation. You're going to want to find 1 or 2 people to write you a letter of recommendation for general employment. And I, again, will put out another video on how to get that for you. If you've got any awards or certificates, DEPR awards, attendance awards, sports awards, anything like that, you're probably going to want to take a picture of those, and then we will show you how to upload those into My 10-Year Plan, and you can store them there. That way, if something happens, they get lost. Everything is stored right in your My 10-Year Plan. Okay. So your interview and score sheet. Next week, we're going to put out a schedule for you to sign up to do an interview. The interviews will be on May 19th and 20th. You will be given a bunch of sample interview questions, and we're going to train you on how to answer interview questions. You'll go through the interview. Your interviewer, the teacher that interviewed you, will submit a score sheet for you. And then there'll be a little question reflection form for you to think back on how you did on that interview and how you think you might improve next time. So you'll submit those 2 things also, and that'll be your proof that you did the mock interview. Okay, all of these things are going to get submitted into Google Classroom one way or another. Again, there's going to be videos for everything. And the deadline, I think, is going to be Wednesday, May 27th. We're going to need everything in submitted by then so that your Pirate Focus teachers and I have a chance to put everything together and make sure everything's in order so that we can submit it to Yuba College and get you those credits. Okay. So any questions? And I'm going to put it back on my Zoom screen here so I can see you. I think I am. Oh, I have to stop sharing. All right. Oh, I have a bunch more of you that came in. Awesome. Does anyone have any questions about what you're going to need to do? Okay. I saw, Miss Taylor, you put up that if you're already signed up for the college credit that they don't need to be here. That's right. So dual enrollment is handled a little bit differently, and it depends on who's teaching the class. Miss Taylor has a different type of credential than I do. Yeah.
I just need to interject a little bit. Sabrina Brown and Zachary Landry, I see that you're here. You don't need to add the Counseling 25 in your Google Classroom. Please don't. You're already enrolled in my college class. You're welcome to stay and listen to this video. Everything she's saying is important because you still need to make sure your My 10-Year Plan is really good as well. But you do not need to add any of the things that they're asking. And then who is Tyson? Is that Ochoa?
I don't know. So Melissa, that was Zach Landry. Haley.
Nope, Haley's not mine.
Haley's not yours. Who else?
Sabrina Brown.
Sabrina Brown. And do you think Tyson's yours?
I have a Tyson, but he's not signed up for only some of the kids did the Yuba College stuff.
Okay.
Not all of them did the dual enrollment. My
Okay.
Tyson is not signed up for dual enrollment, so he could still do this one if he wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can work that out still. There's a couple of hoops we have to jump through if they're not technically Sarah, Brandon, or my students, but we can manage that. So, Ellie, were your students doing dual enrollment also?
No, we didn't have enough of them sign up to have the 15. So, because I only have 16 kids in the class. So.
Okay. Okay. So I may have some paperwork for you to fill out for me then.
Let me know.
Thanks, Mr. Olson. All right. Any other questions? We're just going to keep posting stuff on Google Classroom for you to kind of walk you through, and we'll keep in touch with you if we're seeing anything missing. My biggest suggestion right now is to make sure that your 10-year plan is pristine, beautiful, and make sure that you're doing everything that we're assigning to you while we're on the distance learning, because those are going to be required things for the articulation packet. Last chance. Any other questions?
I have a question, Ms. Keyser.
Yes.
Would all of the students on this Zoom be willing to turn on their camera for 1 minute so we can take a photograph?
That would be really cool. Yeah.
If you're not comfortable, no big deal. But if you're willing,
Yeah.
they're coming. Let's see.
It's a really exciting thing that we've got this many students trying to get college credit. And so I think it's important that our community knows that you guys are pushing to go over and above what's required. It's a really good thing.
Super cool opportunity. I'm going to give them like 10 seconds to pop in. If they don't, I'll just go with what we have.
Okay, and you're taking the picture?
Yeah, I'll take the picture.
Okay.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it. All right, we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll with that, yeah? Actually.
That works.
Okay. Oh. All right, got it. Thank you guys.
All right, so if you're just logging in, we're kind of done with this, but in about a half an hour to an hour, I'll post the video of all that we explained up in our Google Classroom for Counseling 25. So don't freak out if you think you missed it. You're going to get all the information. You can always email me if you have questions. I'm going to put my email in the chat box here for you. Okay, so there's my email if you have any questions. I'm really, really proud of you guys. This is really exciting. Now, if you are in one of my classes and you want to use this moment for your check-in, hang out. I know Dylan, I've checked you in, and Zach Costin, I've checked you in, and Daisha, I've checked you in. But anyone else in my classes that may need to check in with me, I'll leave this open. Otherwise, you guys can go get to work, do some good things. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording, and remember, school's always better when we're there.